Support for this podcast comes from the patrons at patreon.com/FMLFPL.
Okay! Welcome to FPL One.
Miss Walsh.
Part 2. League 2, Part 2, Midpriced 2.
Initially, our intention was to take a 5-minute and then do part 2, but we needed a 24-hour, so we rain checked it, and that's the next following day for us. So we're
too old for that. Yeah, maybe 10 years
Yeah.
ago, fine. We can pod for 4 hours, but not now.
Not young enough and not enough drugs, so we're chilling.
Exactly.
So we got defenders and forwards today.
Yes.
Defenders and forwards. Should we do any pre-discussion activities?
We plugged the Patreon yesterday. You're liking and subscribing yesterday. We ass slapped yesterday. I think we're good. We got a lot of fireside chats coming. We got a lot of pods coming. We probably an IRL pod in 2 weeks.
Can you explain something to me, actually?
Yeah.
About YouTube?
I'll tell you everything you want to know.
How do people watch this on YouTube? Like, what are they doing? Are they sitting there with they're sitting
Fascinating
back
question. Fascinating question.
Talk to each other and there's nothing going on?
What's talking to a friend yesterday about this and maybe this is just our generation, but for us, listening to a podcast has always been a secondary activity, right? You're doing something else. You're walking the dog, you're doing the dishes, whatever, driving, pods on. And nowadays, it seems like the young bucks are coming in and it is the primary activity. They go to youtube.com, they click and they have their coffee and they're just watching Alon and Walsh just go blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Yeah.
So we throw an hour up and they're sitting there just watching this video.
Yeah.
And listening through their speakers or headphones for an hour.
Like us watching a ball game is them watching a podcast.
That's insane.
Bill Simmons' podcast is on Netflix. And try and wrap your head around that. Like Netflix? Who's watching a podcast on Netflix? You go to your TV and your fucking couch and you're like, let me throw on the new Billy pod. What?
But it's like, you say it's a secondary activity, but it's actually the primary activity because every other thing, like if it's driving or walking the dog, I'm not thinking about driving my car, it just is moving itself.
That's probably the wrong term. Yeah.
But it's like you need to have a physical occupation while you're listening and processing the information.
Yes. And if I'm doing something a little too complicated or I need I can't listen to a pod.
If I'm sorting laundry and it's Damo's, my clothes, and Lauren's clothes in the whole pile, I cannot listen to a pod. If it's just my laundry and I'm folding, I have a better shot. But
yes.
My little tiny brain output is one thing at a time. But yeah, okay. So people just do that. So that's why YouTube is people watch it. People
watch it. People prefer it. It's also the best site going right now for discoverability. Just you like FPL shit, here's FML FPL. You might like it. You've never watched it. Whereas most other things are built to just show you more of the shit you already like with their intention just being stay on our app, never leave our app. Dude, so
what if we were fucking hot?
Oh my God. Yeah, I need a low cut cleavaging every day.
They have on Twitch, it's just the girls just wear their bikinis and I don't know what they talk about. I don't know, but I'm trying to go watch Magic and there's some girl with her bikini on my front page. I'm like, can this stop? I don't know what they're up to. If we were those girls talking about with our words, might be something there. We got a diddle. We got a diddle somewhere.
There were some recent
the Scooby-Doo mask reveal.
Yeah, exactly. There were some recent Patreon news. So smart me, I went to twitter.com and I was like, oh, let me search Patreon and see what people are talking about on Patreon. It's just all fucking anime porn. It's just people being like, This is sign up to my Patreon. I have, Scooby-Doo railing Bugs Bunny, like just like foot porn.
It's not even humans. It's it's
far from humans. Far from
animal
human.
anime porn.
It's just every
Holy
type of
shit.
anime. Yeah, and that's just all that comes up. I was like, all right, I'm in the wrong business here. I'm talking about men playing sports. What a fucking idiot.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. Welcome back. You want defenders or forwards?
I think we should start with defenders.
Okay. There's a
lot
fucking
more of them.
Shitload of them.
I actually was thinking about the defenders, and I wanted to open up a little bit differently before we start diving into and just talk about DefCons. And I think how are we supposed to best interpret DefCons for game week 1? Because I think that's a different conversation than over the course of the season, right?
Yeah, right. Well, how do you mean? What do you mean exactly?
Well, I think if we all operate under the pretty high likelihood real assumption that we'll be wildcarding after at most 6 game weeks.
Yeah, 6 to 8 would be 95% of the Discord somewhere.
And it's
by then.
Between game weeks 1 and 4, because I was trying to remember last year, I wildcarded early. It was after a few game weeks, it was pretty clear who's DefConning. And they're all expensive guys, right? But I think you need to give it a little bit of time to normalize the DefCons, given that we have 10 new managers this year.
True.
Who are the actual center backs who are DefConning? Because we just don't know that right now. The amount of cheap budget defenders who DefCon right now, there's maybe 1 or 2 we could kind of talk about, but by and large, so I was imagining and thinking of is so then are you supposed to then not try and get the new DefCon guys and spend more to get the old DefCon guys because the points are so valuable, even if it's a few game weeks? Or do you go really cheap and then plan to get the DefCon guys in after you wildcard on your wildcard team?
Yeah. And sort of a follow-up question, I guess, now just piggybacking off that is are DefCons even that worth focusing on in shorter term teams, like a game week 1 team where it's 4 to 6 game weeks long, or are DefCon specifically for wider reach, long-term things because they only hit 40 something % of the time anyway, even other than Senesi, Tarko, and Fulham Anderson and Lacroix, I guess there's very few guys that were above 50% even. So maybe you just need a 20 game week window to really get the most out of DefCon guys. Because when you wildcard, I'm doing this by memory. And when you wildcarded, didn't LaCroix miss DefCon 3 games in a row or something? You got 5 DefConners and he just stopped DefConning immediately. It was what the fuck?
Also, I think I had him right at that time when he had 9 and the post diddle was after the diddle deadline. So he had 10, but on the update, but because they played last that week, it didn't actually come in the game.
Stupid.
But yeah,
point being, anyone can miss it at any time.
Because I'm also thinking about with this, do you, because it's such a short-term play, index higher on the fixtures, right? Whereas over the long term, the fixtures matter a lot less. You're just getting the DefCons.
So. I think that makes some sense to me. Yeah.
All right. There's some intersections there.
There's something there.
It's definitely a little bit fuzzy, but I guess where I'm coming from is when we're spending these players, we're looking at these players in our teams for at most 6 games. Do you want to spend 6 on Tarko when the fixtures aren't so good? I'm just using him as an example because would you want to spend extra on a DefCon guy even if they don't really have good fixtures for the first 3 or the first 4 or 5? You might wildcard after 3 weeks, right?
Right.
Because then you're spending on the DefCons, but you're changing your team. So
right, and there's 2 other factors here, which is that clean sheets I find to be more predictable. I don't think that's a contentious thing, right? So, team top 4 team plays bottom 4 team. We can
it's interesting,
predict
but it's
it
also
a lot more.
It's more predictable and less occurrent than DefCons.
Yeah.
So that
it's more
thing.
There's probably a stats term for this. It's more sticky when the fixture discrepancy is big, and also the percent never goes even close to the highest percent DefConer, right? Like no one's ever cleaning Senesi's 70% DefCon, but also it's worth twice as many points.
Exactly.
So, if
math.
you, I
know how much everyone enjoyed me doing math a couple episodes ago. I won't do that.
Oh, that was
There's
good.
some math.
I haven't
There's
cut that yet.
There's a math equation here.
Yeah. There's something. And like, I'm sure people listening at home are like, yeah, this is why I use the fucking models. Because this is what they're specifically good at. Being like, well, this guy cleans 35% of the time. This guy DefCons 55% of the time. Blah, 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 blah. And they can actually do it.
Sorry, we're not plugged into the Matrix, bro. Like, we're still cavemen. We're cavemen over here figuring this out on the rock wall. So just bear with us.
More fun to cave.
Don't yell at us. Stop yelling at us.
And I don't want to take part in the Industrial Revolution at all. I just want to pick cotton at my own pace.
What would we have been like when we're like, if it's like, we're factory workers and like the machines are coming here. We're like, fuck that factory machine. Like we're just going to do this with our hands. We're doing this with our hands.
We would have burned to a crisp in those like fires where they're like knitting factory fires. We're fucking toast. 100% toast. Yeah.
We're in there.
All right. So 5-0 to 5-5 defenders. There's aforementioned a shitload of them.
Wait, we're doing 5-5s also?
I think so, right? Yeah, we only did 6+ on.
Oh my god!
On premium, but
oh my god, this is going to be a 3-hour episode.
Yeah, it might be. The good thing is most of them are on overlapping teams, so we can kind of just group it all together. Starting with Arsenal, who...
Okay, wait, hang on. We should literally go just team by team, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Arsenal, alphabetical.
Calafiore, Hincapie, White,
Should we do
Mascara.
reverse alphabetical?
Yes. What team starts with Z?
Sunderland.
Fuck.
Well, this is a third. I mean, I was always at the fucking end of the line with W. It killed me.
True.
Whenever they did a reverse, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
When I was in like third grade, they're like Walsh to the front of the line. I'm like, oh yeah, baby. Sunderland.
So it's
first.
Ballard, Alderete at 5, and Mukiele at 5-5, and then probably right back at 4-5. Right, so it's hard to not mention that there will be a 4-5 starter.
I mean, it just feels like Ballard is the most obvious guy, where he's just like, you're not paying the premium for this very small sample size attacking spikes from Mukiele last year, which is what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
And, he's a unit, and he DefCons, and they have, Ipswich, Fulham, Brentham, first 3.
Yeah. He was one of the best DefConners in the league last year. He also gets his big, meaty forehead on a lot of set pieces. He could pop up with a goal at any time.
Great pick.
He's a good pick. Yeah, it's like sad. Some part of me is like sad to pay a premium for him. Like, no, he was so cheap and good last year, but probably right, especially at the start of the season before Europe starts, to just get 3 incredible fixtures out of the way for him. Probably he DefCon around 50% of the time last year. So, if you can get maybe 2 DefCon games, a clean or 2, like you're flying. That's amazing. Yeah.
I mean, he's just a good pick. I mean, do you have any appetite for Mukiele at extra?
Not at all. I mean, I haven't really dug that deep into his numbers, but it just felt so fraudulent last year. I don't really believe him to just be like a 6 attacking returns. How many did he have last year?
Like 8 or something.
8 attacking return player. Like I just don't.
Was it actually
that.
8? Let me double.
Actually, 8.
Just clicked off it. Yeah.
3 and
actually,
5. 3 and 5 is bananas.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Ballard's
I know
good pick.
Yeah, Ballard's just good. I wonder
Steady,
who the
safe
4-5
pick.
will be though. Like, is there going to be
interesting.
a nailed 4-5?
Well, I mean, Alderete hasn't rocked up, and 09's been playing in the friendly so far. I've been seeing.
And if I remember correctly, I think Alderete and Ballard
good,
actually didn't play together very often. I don't think.
Yeah, 09's 4.
Hello.
I just don't think he's good. But yeah, we'll have to revisit the Sunderland. I mean, we'll get to 4-5, but Trey Hume's playing out of position. So
and they signed Thomas Mounier.
Yeah, well, fucking 40-year-old. They're
Why
just like Shaka.
Yeah,
they're just getting old fucks off the scrap heap to just come in and like speak languages. Probably, just probably
crazy.
can speak 5 languages and tie the room together. He's like a rug or something.
Yeah.
But all right, Spurs. So we got Porro at 5-5, and then we have Van Heckening at 5, VDV at 5, Romero, I don't know how he's still there. They can't find a taker for him, I guess. And then Danso at 5. So I don't know. What's your Spurs read here?
I mean, Porro kind of always a solid pick. Like, he's so good at some of the things that are just really valuable in FPL. He obviously had a great World Cup. Is he the Purvis for De Zerbi? You know, like he's going to be the attacking guy. He takes some set pieces. He puts in a lot of crosses. He's very good creatively. I think there's a very decent chance that the left back is VDV. And it's like almost 3 center backs that converts, it converts into a back 3. It's a back 4 that converts into a back 3 when Porro gets forward and they have the ball. And he's going to farm bonus points. He's going to farm chances created. He's going to cross a shit ton. I mean, I totally get it for Porro. He's 25% owned or something like that, and I totally get that.
Yeah, I mean, you're paying a little bit extra at 5.5, but like you're saying, I think the set pieces are very important. Like if he's going to stick on, like, Madison sometimes takes them. Like,
Kudus also.
He's taking Kudus. Yeah, I mean, if he's taking indirect set pieces, that will just add up. Like you'll just get a few assists from being on them. So that's an important thing for me, seeing it early on if that happens. But like you look at him historically, like he had three seasons ago, he had 3 goals, 8 assists in 3,000 minutes, and that feels attainable to me. I mean, if he's playing in the role that we anticipate and expect him to play in this sort of like a wingery, very attacking, almost like a Munoz-esque role that maybe doesn't come inside as much. But
he won't score the goals of Munoz, but he'll be the outlet and he'll be forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting pick. I mean,
I do think Purvis is kind of like, that's kind of, the comp, because it was like, I mean, I think Purvis didn't even play a full season. Maybe he got hurt or something that year.
He was always in and out.
But he was like
fitness-wise,
kind of an incredible pick for periods of that season where everything was clicking. Brighton were good and exciting, and he was the main man, the main outlet. So I like Porro. I really do, and I think their midfield's good, and I think their defense is good, and that's good. At Brentford, home Newcastle, at NFO, home Everton, home Villa. It's a good fucking pick. Really good pick.
Yeah. I mean, the fixtures could be better. They could also be better.
3 homes in the first 5. The aways are Brentford and NFO. Like, those are actually really good fixtures.
It's good. It's just really hard for me to be high on their clean sheet chances, though.
Why? Is it just because they finished 17th in back-to-back seasons?
I mean, I know they played really, defensively towards the end of the season, but it's just like historically with Deserves when he was at Brighton, they're just fucking flying open all over the place.
Yeah, so, I wonder. Like, I should pull this up while you're talking. I wonder, like, how many cleans did those teams actually keep? Because I don't really remember. I remember like what
the 8.
Yeah, like 8 to
8 region,
11 or something like that, probably. Which again,
Porro's,
if you're tacking on 2 goals, 8 assists on that, and Bones, that's good enough. Like, right? That's like a fucking good pick. So even though the clean numbers aren't going to be like tremendous, it's still probably good.
I wonder though with Porro, like. We have Van Heckening and VDV at center back for 0.5 cheaper.
Yeah.
If either of them proves to be a DefConner,
that changes everything.
That'll probably just outpace Porro.
Yeah, I think
the attacking returns he would get, it would imagine, and you're spending less money on it. So, I mean, it's again, like this is another thing, like as I was talking about in the open of, how do we evaluate? Like we don't know how the DefCons are going to look. I mean, this is a brand new back line.
Yeah.
After a new off season and like new personnel. So like, I'm almost like more, I could imagine maybe if you really like it, starting with Porro and then changing to if there's a DefConner, like going to Van Heck.
It's a big if, because that's the other thing that we know from like past De Zerbi is like they play so much possession, so much like slow build up, slow possession, keep the ball. Like there's a chance that just there is no DefCon on this team. That wouldn't be surprising at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, one of those guys.
I mean, Danso was getting a ton last year.
Danso did it last year, but I do feel like that's a little bit a product of just this is all Danso can do, and we have no passers, and we have no one who can play the ball, so we just have to.
I mean, Yeah, I mean, they weren't playing his style or brand last year
Yeah,
at all
exactly.
when they were trying to stay in the league. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still very interested to see what happens because we know Van Heck's just good and he's just a good player, and he makes the defense better, and Van de Ven is also fast. So,
yep,
the balance will be interesting to see how it's struck. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely something here, and they also are one of the few teams that really benefit over the course of the season from not playing in Europe. So,
yep,
yeah, I'm very much more in the way of I want to just kind of watch them play a little bit before. I
know, it would be ideal. They're
not one of the teams where I'm really want to be first to the well. I'm not very into getting a Spurs defender game week 1 personally. I don't think I'll be there.
I think I'm a little higher on them, and I think it's because of just familiarity with the guys they brought in, right? So if I compare to who else revamped their midfield, even Man United, it's Andre Santos and Tielemans. Okay, you're now playing all the deep mid minutes, and I'm fine with those purchases. Great. Yeah, good, fine.
Runner, professional passer.
I've seen Santos play maybe 8 times. And if I compare that to Tonali and M. Fernandez and Van Heck and Senesi, I'm I've seen those guys play 50 to 100 times. And
that's fair.
I feel way more comfortable that that's just going to work well.
Yeah.
No doubt. And they did it. They did the moves early,
but I think the bigger difference though, I think that's a good comparative point because the prices are somewhat similar. I mean, Porro's more expensive than anyone in Man United defense, but Spurs don't play 2 promoted sides game week 1 and 2. So that's what I'm looking at my team building. I'm not picking that over that. That's just ridiculous. So talk to me again in game week 5 or even maybe game week 3, right?
Yeah.
I'd be I could see the spine for sure. They don't play in Europe. Okay, I'm gonna go there then. But I think it's still the game week 1. I'm it's not Brentham at home. I think it's so much worse playing at the G-Tech. And then, Newcastle home seems fine, but it's still just
that should be solid. Yeah.
Yeah. But to me, I'm looking at those first 3. I'm high roll, you're getting 1 clean for Spurs to me. At Brentham, home Newcastle, at NFO. I would be absolutely on my ass stunned if they kept 2 clean sheets in those 3
I'd
games.
be surprised. But I'd also be surprised if they didn't keep at least 1, I think. Just maybe I'm too low on Newcastle
0
right now.
Yeah.
No, I think they'll keep 1. I don't know.
1.
I just think 1 is in the first 3, and then it's home, and then it's home Everton, home Villa. And I'm
home Everton. I'm not intentionally leaving the 4th game out because it doesn't play into my little narrative here. But
no, but you're for sure right. I mean, just compared to Man United's first 3 is away Hull, home Ipswich, away Everton. And Europe hasn't started yet. I mean, it's just obviously better. Obviously,
it's just not close.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we'll get to that. Okay, so Spurs. We're interested. We're interested.
I'm interested. Yeah.
NFO. So the Glasner and NFO.
Very interested.
We have Milenkovic and Murillo. No price drops. They're both still at 5.5. We have Neco at 5. Morato at 5.
Yeah.
They have been little rumored in for some type of fullbacking situations I've been seeing. So that's something to consider. And I mean, we're not going to touch on Aina. He's 4.5. We'll touch on that one later.
Well, because I like Aina and I've been looking at him and just been are you my guy? But
maybe Tarik Mitchell?
Yeah, Glasner maybe just is I hate you.
Who is also 4.5.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it's really, to me, I keep just superimposing just NFO's players in Palace's system.
Me too.
That's all I
and maybe
keep
we're doing
seeing.
that too much, but I'm the same.
I think we're doing it enough. Let's just
the right amount.
Just the right amount. So with us, right, we have the 3 center backs, all DefCon. Usually it's the middle one's doing a bit better.
Yep.
He was always doing it a little bit lower at a lower rate, and then Richards was kind of mop up. But you're gonna have at least 2 center backs of the 3 pretty good DefCons.
Even
and then
the
we
worst
have
one was cutting you off. Was still a top 20 or 15 defender in the game percentage wise of hitting. Even when it was Cambo or when it was Gay or when it was Richards as the 3rd. All of them still hit pretty well.
Yeah, that's difficult. It's more game dependent, but yeah, you're still going to be in good shape, especially when you're looking at the prices. Basically, you're going to have a 3rd center back who's underpriced is probably what we're going to be looking at here, whether it's Morato or one of the 4 or 5 guys. We have no idea yet, obviously, but I think the Neco one's really a lot more kind of like mind fucking, because if he's playing the Munoz role, whether he's on the left or right, I mean, I imagine he'll try and put him on his natural foot, but like if he actually is doing that same shit, 5 is a joke, because he was also DefConning last year, a lot for a non-center back. I think he was probably
for a fullback. Yeah.
For a fullback. Like he was like one of the best fullbacks at DefCons last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think Neco's to me is like the most interesting, like game week 1 pick.
100% agree.
Unless if we really have a better idea who the third center back is, but
I'm pretty
into
agree
Neco.
More. I think Neco, he's always kind of shown the skills to be like a final third player. And I feel like usually he just doesn't have the leash and the slack for it. And if it's Glasner doing, like you said, like if it's a Munoz transposing onto Neco and he's just allowed to take tons of shots and show up late in the box and be in the final third all the time.
And doesn't he have some set pieces?
Yeah, no. I think so. I mean, he would just pop up randomly last year with games with like 4 shots. And it's just like, okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I guess, and man, he could really explode. He could be an absolute cheat code at 5. There's
he could
no
pop. Doubt. And it's like we have the recency bias, but when Glasner was not in Europe, we're just like one of the best defenses in the league pretty much every year. Like,
and
that was
what?
just
when
what
you guys
we did.
Were in Europe last year.
Were still
you were
a top
the
5 defense.
Third most cleans in the league.
Yeah. So all of that, and the personnel is just great. I mean, they just have a lot of good defenders. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So
I'm skipping
Neco.
ahead, but like I've been mentioning, I feel like Palestra in every episode we've done so far, because I'm just like wing back, Shabby. Like you look at Frimpong's numbers, look at all these guys' numbers that he's had before, and they're just hitting insane numbers. But 0.5 cheaper, Neco Williams on arguably an equal to better defense with better fixtures. I'm like, yeah, like why would I pay extra for someone I've never seen play, where I'm like fairly confident that Neco will just be a good ass pick. I mean, it sucks that he's at Anfield in game week 2, obviously, but home Leeds in 1, home Spurs in 3, home Coventry in 5. I mean, fuck, man.
Yeah, the 3 homes in the first 5 are good. I mean, it's just one of those where I'm seeing a lot of teams. Like, look, there's some crazy bench boost 2 teams that are I'm seeing with the
bench boost 2 is popping up. Yeah.
That's a conversation for another day. But like, I do feel like if you're going to go something with like a Neco situation, you should have 5 defenders that you're just kind of fluid and flexibly rotating, because I think that the best use case is like you bench him when he's in a really bad away fixture. Like, I think that's still,
I guess the follow up is like
optimal.
But do you ever bench Munoz? Do you ever bench Glasner Munoz?
I think you should.
Isn't that the game where he just gets a fucking random goal and a 3-2 loss or something?
I mean,
it's like,
yeah. I mean, look, we're playing with a small sample size within a small sample size all the time. I just think like if you do it more times than not, you're like, he's usually going to get 1 point, when he plays at Anfield. That doesn't mean he will every time, but like my brain and my processing of like how I expect like likelihoods of outcomes to be is like, I would rather, if I can, shield myself from that and play, Van Hecke home against Newcastle. Like, I'm like, oh, that's better. If I could set my team up that way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to not play Munoz so I could play fucking Coventry defender. Like, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, here's Munoz's biggest hauls from last season. Away Wolves, away Burnley, home Bournemouth, away Villa, home Wolves, away Everton, home West Ham, home Brentfam, home Brighton. There's a trend.
There's a trend. Want to hear that.
There's a trend.
there's a pattern. All right, I like that. That's good. That's better.
Some of his lowest scoring games are like home Arsenal, away City, away Three. So et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I think the answer is probably yes. You bench Neco in 2, you bench Neco in 4, if you can,
ideally,
and you're flying. You have an incredible pick. Even 4, at Villa is not like fucking emergency bench. It's really just fine. 2. Yeah,
it's fine. And just a quick note on the 5-5, just the center backs. Like, I think again we need a little bit of time for the DefCons to stabilize. But whoever is the LaCroix of this team, hopefully you want it to be Milenkovic because he's taller and can get more goals, but like that's a really good pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of them will be good DefCons. They were both good DefCons last year. I don't see any reason why that would change. I do tend to lean more towards Milenkovic. Yeah, he's just more of the dog in the fight and gets to more shit and clears more shit. But Murillo was better last year between the two of them. Yeah, they're both good. They're just straight up both good.
Newcastle. Ugh.
Can we just pass? I mean, it's disgusting.
I mean, they just like price literally everyone at 5. They're like, I don't know what this team, even FPL, the interns didn't know what they're doing. They're just like, let's just make everyone the same price and it can be their problem. They did that like everywhere. Except
A. Murphy, he's 4-0. You know, maybe he'll get a chance. Is that
brother of J. Oh no, he's a white person. Okay.
He's white, stepbrother.
Stepbrother, half brother, stepbrother. Yeah, I mean it's just you're just a joke if you're starting with a Newcastle defender.
Any Newcastle players at the moment. I mean, they have bad fixtures. The vibes are absolutely horrendous. They're selling everyone. It's a complete stay away right now.
I agree. All right.
Man United, on the other hand, aforementioned banger fixtures.
Yeah, a stay in. Not a stay away, a stay towards. Yeah, so they've got Dalot 5, Slab 5, Lisandro 5, Euro 5, Shaw 4.5. We'll talk about Shaw later, next episode. But I mean, Slab at 5 is just, that's good, right?
Yeah, I just don't really know who the 2 is going to be. I mean, is De Ligt just never going to play again?
I don't believe
that's
he
a question
will.
for the listeners.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to offload him. It's just hard to offload someone who's, on $1 million a month and, not available. But, I mean, I imagine it's going to be Slab and Lisandro. Like, Lisandro will be back, right?
And both will just be good.
Yeah.
5 is really generous. They have the fixtures. I think it's very safe, solid guys to start with.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare that I've seen a team that does not have a Man United defender in it. So, you should have at least one, including Lyman's, I mean, just a share of or 2 of there, depending if you want to go two attackers and one defender. But
it's just
not much to say.
With the Lisandro, like we haven't really seen Slab Lisandro that much. Between like who's going to be DefConning or whatever, we also obviously haven't seen the team with the new midfield because Casemiro was kind of hogging all the DefCons. So we're kind of like going in a little bit blind because we're just like, I think it'll be Slab because he's so good in the air. But, I wouldn't be shocked if games 1 through 3 and these kind of fixtures, they just don't DefCon. And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. But they're 5. They're not 5-5. Like you're not.
Well, yeah.
It'd be way harder to swallow if this was Milenkovic and he goes 3 games without DefConning and they keep 1 clean and you're like 5-5 for this. But 5 is just cheap. I mean, it's just fucking cheap.
Yeah, I mean, which I think all that to say makes Shaw the best pick, but for game week 1.
For now, for now.
I mean, the thing with Slab is, he still does have the attacking threat.
He does.
I mean, it's not like he's been scoring a lot of goals, but he's never scored more than 2 for all that.
He gets chances. He gets chances.
Yeah, we see him get chances, and he's the centerpiece of the set pieces or the focal point of the set pieces. So
shit Ballard. I mean, but he's a shit Ballard, but with better fixtures. So that's pretty good.
I think that's appropriate. And I mean, it doesn't without knowing the DefCon of like, oh yeah, Lisandro definitely gets more DefCon, so he's a bit like you just take the attacking threat, and that's enough to tip it. So I mean, I don't think Lisandro is really a real pick there.
And Lisandro has the red card threat, which is dangerous. Not something you want to deal with necessarily.
You want to stay away from that when you can.
Yeah.
All right, the other Manchester team, Manchester City, lot of action. They've got Ruban at 5-5, Gvard, the pillar of Gvard at 5-5, Ait Nori at 5-5, and Kusanov at 5-5.
Yeah.
And then they put Max Elaine at 5, I guess, just in case like he comes in out of nowhere with injuries and gets a starting spot or whatever. But so what are we feeling about these guys?
So realistically, it'll be Gehi +1 of Ruben or Gvard. And there's some talk about Kusanov right backing a little bit, which I can see for Enzo. He needs someone defensively solid. Kusanov's pretty good on the ball, etc. He's fast. We just need to kind of, similar to last part one, talking about like the partnerships. Like I need to see in preseason who's lining up alongside Gahey, and that will kind of tell us. That'll be the best indicator of who the starter is and who isn't.
Are you interested in that pick game week 1, or is that something you're like, it's too expensive. They're not going to really DefCon. Like
that's what I was about to say. Is the lack of paying 5.5 for a center back with no real attacking threat, which Gvard stripped of all basically attacking threat when he's a center back. When he's a fullback, he's like a god, but
he's crazy.
He's not anymore. And so stripped of most of the DefCons and with the occasional Bard's dropped this game for Diash or vice versa.
We don't know if that'll happen now, but
we don't know, but that makes it even more risky, right? Like the fact that we don't know. It's just not really something I'm that tempted by, to be honest. Okay.
Yeah,
and Bournemouth and away at Palace, it's okay. It's not fantastic.
Home Coventry, home Sunderland, 3-5.
Home Coventry and 3-5, yes.
Home Ipswich 7.
Yeah, see that maybe it's game week 3. We bring in the guy who started the first 2 games and looked good, and they kept it clean. Like maybe it's as simple as that. But we always say shit like that, and then it's like, yeah, but we literally have 2 free transfers between picking our game week 1 team and game week 3, and we're not gonna use it to go
unless if you have an unlimited number
to go Maguire. Yes, true. We're not going to use it realistically to go Maguire to Gvard. Like that's just not the move we're going to make.
No, it's certainly not. We know that. But I mean, there is that back of my mind just looking. I was like, oh, well, the fixtures are really good. I mean, it might honestly just all be more of a selling point for O'Reilly. I mean, if he's going to be attacking, I don't know. I mean, he's a 6'5", a fucking fortune.
Okay.
I mean,
you're basically paying 0.5 for
security start.
He was the best DefConer, I think, when he was playing last year for City. Not that it's a different.
Still bad though.
He's still bad, but like different manager. We don't really know. But yeah, the security of starts is that worth 0.5? Like, yes, I think it definitely is because we're talking about their fixtures are good, but they're only good if you go to game week 7. If you don't go all the way to game week 7, they're not good. So you need someone absolutely nailed to all hell, and he's kind of the only center back that is.
Yeah, well, I mean, after game week 5 too, it's almost ridiculous to look at anything after game week 5 because then it's the month-long break and it's like October 10th. So
right.
Yeah, but all right. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know what to do with City. I honestly like in general. So I don't. I mean,
aside from Holland, it's really, really tricky. I mean, it's always tricky when they have one manager for a decade and then they switch managers. It's like, okay, what's up?
So much unknown.
Yeah. Speaking of new managers and so much unknown is Liverpool.
Your team. Yeah. So you got Frimps at 5.5, Kerkez at 5.5, and then Jacket at 5.
Yeah.
And Shimcast at 5.
So
I can't believe they can't. I mean, Shimcast is just will never die. But
I love him.
I mean,
rewind
it's
to 2 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, Jacket. He's supposed to be fit. He hasn't played a single.
He hasn't played 1 second.
So he's just
fuck out of here with that.
Can't pick him at all.
For sure, cannot pick him.
For sure, cannot pick him. Frimpong and Kerkez, I mean, I'd imagine will be really attacking and nailed. There's not really competition for either of them.
There's literally no one else to play.
So if you want to do a little,
put Curtis over at right back and just fucking destroy him. But
no way that Areola does that. I think. I mean, he got Adam Smith out of there immediately for a fucking pedophile. I think that he's not putting Curtis Jones in there for his really, really fast, exciting right back,
Fair enough.
So yeah, I mean, between the two, it's like Frimpong. It's like basically the proposition with Frimpong is like, can they keep 2 cleans in the first 5? And if the answer is yes, and he starts all 5, like he's an amazing pick because he'll probably get 1 or 2 attacking returns also because he's just so fucking attacking. But, obviously if the defense is looking how it's looked in preseason and it's kind of all over the place and whatever, then it could be a complete waste of money because he's definitely not going to DefCon and who knows how early he'll be subbed and all, all of those kind of things. But, seeing him, I mean, it's a mess right now. There's still 2 weeks to go. We'll see Virgil's not even there yet. Allison's not there yet. There's still guys coming back. We'll see in the next however many preseason games are left. If it's a little bit more of a not 18-year-olds who aren't even eligible to play in the Premier League starting at the back, that would be a little bit nice. But for now, I think it's kind of silly to just ignore Frimpong because he was injured last year. I mean, he's still got 5 assists in 1,000 minutes. He's just a winger and could just get I was kind of saying the low end of if they keep 2 cleans, he could also get an attacking return or 2. He could also get 4 attacking returns.
Well, let's relax.
No,
relax.
I'm just saying he could. He could.
Well, yeah, he could get 7. I mean, it's but yeah, in 5 games, 2 is probably you deal on that.
You deal on 2 all day, but I'm just saying he has incredibly high upside is what I'm trying to say. With the amount of minutes he played for an absolute dog shit team last year and still coming away with 5 assists is ridiculous. It's actually insane.
It's just gonna be this is a similar thing where what I was saying earlier about Glasner's system in NFO, superimposing Liverpool players in Bournemouth and who's doing what. And we saw Kerkez 2 years ago finish with a bunch of assists, and all Iriola really requires of the fullbacks is to just sprint up and down the pitch during the whole game.
Nonstop. Yeah.
Kerkez obviously not the most cultured finishing move player. We see him just do dumb, bad shit. I think his
crosses are good and all the other stuff is not good. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes he dribbles it out of bounds for a goal kick. So Frimpong, though, not that player.
Not that.
Insanely technical and can dance on the byline and beat 3 guys, sometimes. So, I mean, if Frimpong is fit, which he always has been before last season, I think there's definitely a pick there. Yeah, I think there's just a fatigue over he was getting hyped last year. He was so bad all year from an FPL standpoint, never found his straps, and people are just kind of writing him off. But
totally,
there is something really exciting in thinking about the pedophile playing right back for them last year. He's just in the final third doing stuff all game.
Jimenez was winger for Bournemouth, winger / right back. He was barely even a right back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's basically out of position. I mean, the midfielders carry a lot of the water there and cover up when the fullbacks bomb forward. So
yeah.
I mean, but it's still, I don't really want to be there right away because his pressing and the system and the intensity is just going to take time for them to get used to. And keeping a clean sheet, we know, is just one little error, right? Where it's so I just, even though the fixtures are pretty good.
That's the thing, the timing, right? That you kind of want to just get ahead of if you want to go there, if you believe what we're selling you right now, then you kind of just want to go there and just be
for the fixtures.
Fine. If they just keep 1 clean, hopefully he can balance that out with a few attacking returns or something like that, and I think that's very viable,
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's interesting. It's definitely interesing. We'll see.
Definitely interesting.
I mean, we're talking about all these guys as if we can pick all of them, and realistically, we're gonna have 155, maybe 1.5 million, and then it's all right, can't afford anything anymore.
Oh my God, we're on 40 minutes, and we are not halfway through for defense.
Here's the good news. There's 5 forwards.
Good. Okay, Leeds. Next up, we got Bijol and new Serbian boyfriend Muharimovic.
Yeah.
He's an actual Frankenstein monster. He's huge.
He's so my guy that it's a little concerning how my guy he is.
His name's Tarik.
Yeah. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah.
What was that movie what was that sci-fi movie with the robots and the
all
kid?
Of them?
The kid moves in with the guy, and he has a custom robot that he made based off of the kid's porn history that he would be attracted to. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Don't know this one. Sounds like I should. Is this what you found on Twitter the other day?
No. Oh, hey now.
This is one of those Patreons you're talking about?
Don't look at my Patreon subscriptions. But anyway, this is Tarik Muhamerovic for me. Like someone like listened, some AI took in 10 years of FML FPL information and was like, let me make a fucking savage and feed him to a lawn that he can't resist. It's like Slovenian monster who's gonna DefCon like a fucking maniac and just like, yeah, he's good. He's a good pick.
Yeah, he's also a donger, so
a donger, a DefConer.
Like he's very worth paying the extra over the 4 or 5 options. That he's that's somewhere I would be happy to find.
I think Rodon is sort of the fly in the ointment there a little bit because he's not going to be as good at DefConing like he wasn't as good as Bijol or probably won't be as good as Tarik, but he's like okay. And that 0.5 could go a long way. I mean, it's just, it still Leeds. Like, they're a solid defense. They're good defense. And they're not going to finish with more than, like, 11 cleans. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, no,
so
half team does, really.
Yeah, so, it's still Leeds. I'm still Rodon tempted. I mean, I'm still...
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, maybe it is, like... Because, I mean, Rodon was no great shakes at DefCons last year. And, it could just be where until the DefCons normalize, and if Muhammad, well, let's just call him Tarik from now on. I can't say
Tarik. I mean, it's Tarik.
If Tarik's doing the things, then it's like, okay, yeah, this is, plus the goal threat, maybe. I mean, Rodon is a goal threat too. But yeah, maybe there's something more to it with Rodon. I mean, because...
Does it still not show on the FPL page how many DefCon points they got? Did they fix that yet? Nah, it doesn't show. Okay, well, I'll try and pull it up on the side. And Rodon was above average, right? I mean, he DefConed. Let me see. I
had him for a long time. It felt like he
very
infrequently.
He DefConed 9 times, and he
That's
started
not a lot of times.
He started 33 games. I mean,
that's not good.
Terrible. It's over a quarter.
I mean, it's pretty terrible. I mean, it's not like you're comparing it, like when you look over his shoulders at like who's competing. I mean, he was 4 million last year, so it's a little bit different, but like,
yeah.
I mean, you don't want to be at that rate, like when you have your Leeds guy, I think,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not even getting attacked. Like, give me fucking Tyrick Mitchell for 4 or 5. Like, I'd rather have someone who has a little bit of something else. Like, I don't know, but
yeah, that's fair.
I think the DefCons are important with Rodon.
Yeah,
this year to see if it changes at all or what the roller is. But I mean, they also last year
were so well. They priced them so well. Yeah,
I mean, last year they were also just. I felt like Leeds had 3 new injuries every week, and they were changing all the time, all the time. There was no consistency. He was playing back 4, back 5, like so. It's tough to kind of pin down, I think. But Rodon.
I mean, realistically, like I'm just kind of like sorting by DefCons and shit. Like realistically, like that 27-ish% number that I just listed for Rodon, like it's like a bottom tier center back. I mean, like most center backs are hitting higher than that. So it's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, especially if you throw out like the top 4 teams. Like if you just look at like 4 or 5 center backs, he's probably like the one of the but okay. So Leeds, still interested in Leeds defense though, because they are
still
just good. I mean, they're getting an actual, goalkeeper in this year, and I think that they're going to just kind of consolidate and be good this year again. So, like,
and you really like the fixtures.
Like, I always feel, and like, I always felt really good, like when they're playing at home. Like I'm always like, they're just good at home, like a good guy to have in the stable. I feel like so.
Yeah, good first 5, 3 of which are home. You'd feel really, really safe with Bijol or Tarik. Just being like, they're going to DefCon at least 50% of these games. Hopefully they hit 2 cleans. That's a good pick.
Yeah. All right. Fulham have just Anderson.
Just
really uninterested.
Red flagged Anderson.
Yeah. Suspended. Anderson. Bad fixtures. May or may not DefCon. They have 4 or 5 guys we'll skip. Okay. Pass. Everton have Brandt at 5.5. Keane and O'Brien at 5. Yeah, I don't know,
I'm just cracking my knuckles for when Brandt gets injured and I bring Michael Keane back into the team. That's all I'm ready for. I'm just rubbing hands together for Brandt injury.
You probably won't have to wait too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the thing that's tricky with them is like it never really felt like the second center back was DefConning too awesomely for them.
No, but Keane DefCon really well. He did.
Sometimes. I feel like he would go on patches. Like he would go on a little run where he DefCon and then he would just disappear from DefConning for
you take that.
a little while. Like meanwhile, like Tarko's just kind of like an ever-present
Tarko's
DefCon
one
force.
of the 3 best in the entire league for DefCons.
Like,
but
I guess
Keane was very good.
Yeah, like I mean, if Brandt can have fitness and show reliable DefCons, like he's a pick, I think at 5'5".
Yeah,
but it's just DefCon reliant. Less important, I think, of the DefCons for if it's Keane, right? Because he's a donger, and at 5, you're
and 5, it's a lot nicer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're probably
and they're going to be okay defensively. They're so. But yeah, I mean, he DefConned a lot last year. Keane. I mean, he hit it. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 times Keane DefConned, and he didn't start that many games, right?
Oh yeah, 2,500 minutes. So he's probably about a half. Hitting at a half. That's pretty good.
I mean, that's really good. And 5. So I'm just waiting for my moment with Keane. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of it.
All right, so team. Palace, we have Munoz at 5'5", and then Richards and Canvo both at 5. We just don't know anything about what's happening with Saj and what it looks like, and if they're going to DefCon like they did last year or play a different style of back 3 or midfielder. We just don't know anything. We do know that Munoz is going to attack, but
do we know that it's similar to like rinse and repeat what I was saying about Sarr yesterday? It was like I can't imagine a world where a manager is getting more out of Munoz than what Glasner did with Munoz.
Yeah,
and I don't know for sure that it's going to be identical to that.
Yeah,
so I'm scared of that,
Complete stay away for the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
There are 4 or 5 picks here though, so we could, this is like a wait and see.
And Canvo and Richards were both quite good DefConners last year, and whoever the 4-5 center back is to add to them might also be good. So well, we got eyes on them for sure.
Yeah. We just need to wait and see.
Yeah.
All right, Chelsea have a lot of guys in this price bracket. We got Reese at 5'5", Palestra at 5'5", Malo Gusto at 5, W. Fofana at 5, Colwell at 5. So
yeah, I mean, I
mentioned
your platform
yesterday to talk about Palestra.
I mentioned yesterday they have 12 center backs in the game. I think now it's 11 because Trevo's gone, but it's still ridiculous. I still have no idea who's going to start at center back other than LaCroix. So I'm probably staying away from any of the 5 million guys who are all kind of like error prone or injury prone or have their own problems.
Someone just said today that Palmer and Colwell were watching training today.
There we go. And,
they're back.
Reese is not going to last long if he's the starting right center back. They all have their issues, but yeah, I mean, Palestra, it's a simple story. Like, I've never seen him play. What else is new? But he's really young. He was like one of the best defenders in Serie A by all accounts last year. He's a up and down, athletic freak, monster wingback who was bought the day the transfer window opened to be one of Xabi's wingbacks. And the history of Xabi and his wingbacks are basically like double-digit attacking returns every year for Leverkusen. And he didn't play with wingbacks for Real Madrid. Maybe it'll be a back 4. I don't know. Why are you spending 50 million on this kid if it's a back 4? That's kind of weird to me, but we'll see. But yeah, I think at 5'5", he will at some point be in our teams. They kind of have the bad fixtures to start. At Fulham is pretty good. Home Brighton and at Arsenal are not so good in 2 and 3. So maybe it's a wait and see. Maybe it's a game week 4 we do it. Transfer window will be closed. They're not going to do any weird shit. But for all of those reasons, I'm very interested. It's just like you can just go back and just look. Okay, Grimaldo, 2 goals, 7 assists. Frimpong 5 and 5. The next year, Grimaldo 10 goals, 13 assists. Frimpong 9 goals, 7 assists. It's like these are ridiculous winger numbers, and so if he can do half of that, he's an incredible pick.
Yeah, of the players to get your eyes on as early in the season as possible, he is like top 3 on that list because
for sure.
You just need to see what the role is and what the license is, for 2 games to be like, okay, this is a joke, or No, he's just playing sort of a regular role that plenty of other defenders play in the league, and there's not much here.
Yeah.
So, well said. And there will most likely be a 5 million center back with LaCroix, whether it's one or two of them. So, maybe it's not like the game week 1 jump, but W. and Colwell, I mean, one of them has to play, right? I mean, that's just simple. Back to math, that's just math.
Yep.
Which one will play? Which one will play consistent? Like, was Colwell injured right now? Maybe, I don't know, but there could be something there if they're DefConning, and so it could be something there even if they're not DefConning.
Right, exactly. And I'm just ape brain looking back, thinking back, dreaming back, fantasizing back about Ivanovic and Marcus Alonso, who are just 6'5" plus every year, and I'm just like
earning it
year for fun. And that's what I'm seeing in Palestra, who's just this like beast genius who's perfect for the role.
All right, Brighton, we got Svoboda.
Svo not going to work here anymore.
Weaver, Pascal Strauch, one of our favorites, and Vuskovic, all in at 5. Oh my God.
Yeah, Vusko is another one of the Tarik mold who I'm just like, how are you not in my team? And then you see that they have 14 center backs and you're like, actually, I don't know who's ever going to play. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's, they have the 2 games a week. I don't imagine they brought Strauch not to play. I mean, they didn't pay nothing for him. Vuskovic, similar thing to say about him. He's just also 18 and has never played in the league before.
Yeah, Strauch was like an 18 million, which like for his age and profile is not nothing. And then Vuskovic was 45 million or something like that. And it's like, holy shit, what the fuck?
Look, obviously we are among the greatest Pascal Strauch detractors that you will ever come across. And also Dunk can't run. Like he can barely jog.
Dunk out.
And Boskagli looks pretty reliable in the little time he played last year, but like there has to be some type of depth and / succession and / we can't just put this 18-year-old as like you're playing 3,800 or 3,300 minutes in the league this year, because that's irresponsible and putting you in a position to fail. So like to me, it's like Vuskovic will probably be interesting at some point. It's just definitely not game week 1 for me.
Yeah, probably not game week 1. And Svoboda is really just making up the numbers. I mean, I know nothing about him, but I know that he's 27 and played in Serie B last year. So it's like, okay, they're probably going to do something with Dunk. They're probably going to get, loan out Igor Julio again or something like that. And the numbers will get a little bit more clear in the next 2 weeks.
I hope he didn't buy a house in Brighton.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, he has not hit. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on them for sure. For sure.
Okay.
And they have the fucking qualifying pre-game week 1 and after game week 1. It's just such a nightmare. I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's something. Brentham have Collins at 5'5" and an injured Vandenberg, I think, at 5'0".
Oh, he's injured?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but
okay.
I think he's not fit. Collins is just a bad player. So, I mean, he was dropped last year because
good DefCon or bad player?
Yeah, literally just getting dropped randomly as the season progressed because he was putting in such horrendous performances. So, I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the center back room situation. I mean, I know Ayer's been getting some helium in our Discord, but he's 4'5". We could talk about that later. But yeah, I mean, Vandenberg's he's bad, and Collins at 5'5" is just.
Will this be the year when Vandenberg's many huge chances turn into a goal or not?
No.
I can't wait to find out.
Bournemouth, a lot of guys priced in this bracket with, Hill and Truffert both 5'5", Diakite at 5, Milicevic at 5 million, and then Silva, the new center back at 5. It's new manager. I think we're all sort of on the sideline waiting to see what's going to happen with them.
Like sadly, we just can't even entertain it because part of Hill going to 5 from 4 million to 5.5 is just Iriola teams and players just farm DefCons. And now we're like, I assume Hill's the starter, but he's not nailed. I mean, no one's really nailed. Silva's supposedly this super highly rated guy. So he's was Diakite when they bought him last year. He's young.
Silva's really young. Yeah.
He's young, but he's been like the starter every week in Portugal, one of the big teams for a while.
Was he at Benfica? Where'd he come from?
Yeah, I think Benfica, yeah. And I mean, it's just sad that they got buffed up so much because Areola, DefCons, and all that shit, and now they have a new manager and they have Europe and they're 5-5. And it's like, sorry, bro. Sorry.
We gotta wait.
Sorry, not sorry.
We can hilariously skip over the Champions League participant Aston Villa because they have no defenders priced over 5.
Unbelievable.
And come
Great
over
job.
to Arscast with Cala, Hink, Benny Blancs, Benjamin White, and Mascara all at 5-5. What do we
just got to get ahead of this a little bit and say, like, if they get Konsa, kind of game-breaking joke because he's just 4-5, and I presumably would be the right-sided center back tweener guy
for months.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe that'll just break the game, but I assume it'll be Mascara, and I'm hoping that we'll get a leak before Game Week 1 deadline. And if it is, he's a fucking amazing pick.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to play next to Gabriel on the right, and it really can only be Mascara, honestly.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, Timber can do it, but I just don't know. I assume so, but I feel like Timber right-sided center back with White right back is just so much worse than Timber right back and Mascara right-sided center back. And White had a really bad year. Yeah. So it seems obvious to me. I don't know if Arsenal fans would disagree with that, but it seems obvious to me.
Yeah, I mean, Mascara just makes a lot of sense with the Coventry game, with the little opening that he has here. There's definitely inherent risk though, because Arteta could do anything, and he also just sometimes makes pre-60-minute defender subs because he feels like it. And I mean, I had him happy. He was getting subbed before 60 like multiple times, and Calafiori, we never know how long he's going to stay in a game. So you're still exposing yourself to some degree of risk here. It's also, you have bad fixtures game week 2 and 3. Like, honestly, like, I don't hate fading, Arsenal.
I don't think it's stupid. It's stupid. Yeah, and he basically has zero DefCon ability at all. I mean, if things go as they did last year, which meant it all fell to Gabriel, then Mascara was hitting like, very, very bad, well below Rodon rates. But here's his minutes when in games he started, Mascara. 90, 45, 90, 41, 90, 62, 74, 90, 90. So in fucking half the games he got subbed off, and you're lucky as shit if you had him in the 62-minute one.
I wonder what, because I mean, I've seen Mascara in almost like every team. I wonder what that would be if the fixtures instead of Coventry, Villa, Chelsea were Villa, Coventry, Chelsea. Like what that would impact, how that would impact.
I think that would cut his ownership in like half at least. I think the home Coventry is just, everyone is just so like selling out for that game. Where, by the way, his ceiling is 6 points.
That's
We're not talking about he's got goal threat, he's got DefCons, he's blah blah. His ceiling is literally 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty cold on these 5-5 guys. Just, you're also just getting that spot on your team will be a short-term-ish pick. I mean, I don't think anyone's sitting and saying like Mascara's going to really make that spot his own and start and play consistently until Saliba returns. Like, there's just too much that could go wrong
every single week.
Yeah, there's just too much there that I'm scared. And you spend 5-5 on that, that feels problematic to me. It feels like bad team building. So,
I'm out.
I'm out on this. I'm out on that.
Yeah, the other 5-5 that is interesting to me would be Calafiori, because he actually has threat. He actually could see a home Coventry turn into a haul instead of just turning into 6 points. And it's like, I'm not sure he's nailed. I don't think anyone is sure that he's nailed. But, Hink is kind of a flex backup left back, backup center back. He's kind of just Gabriel's backup. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's more valuable to just keep Hink fit and, backing up and playing lots of minutes, I'm sure, in place of guys. I don't know, though. I mean, game week 1 and game week 2 last year, Calafiori got 13 and 13.
Yeah, I mean, I expect the back for game week 1 to be Cala and Mosk and Gab and White. Like, I think that's just what's going to happen. But like you're
unless
saying,
Timber
right,
gets fit, yeah.
the thing with Calafiori, though, that I think is different than Mosquera is like he subbed him all the time, but it was like always after 70.
Yeah.
I feel like he was like never ripping him after or at half because he's having a nightmare, you know?
That happened
more of just
3 times, and every other time he got subbed, it was 62, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 71, 72, 73, 79. Like, it was pretty consistent, yeah.
So, I mean, that could be, I mean, maybe Cala is the one that it's like, he's going to start. He was starting when he was fit last year, all year, you know, and it was just fitness that took him out of the team. And Hincapi was fit the whole time. He was just strictly his backup. And I mean, we love when the player is getting subbed early because you don't expose yourself to losing a clean sheet, you know, in stoppage time. We know how many goals are scored late in games. So, I mean, maybe Calafiori. I mean, I haven't spent too much time thinking about Calafiori because I've been more like focused on like criticizing Mosk, I think. But like, maybe there is something with Calafiori. I have to spend more time on that.
I think I would be too nervous to even go there without a leak, honestly. Like, I'm still just like, but what if Hinks just starts? I don't know. You know, whatever. Before the season starts. Then it's just like, I fucking fucked it again and I'm the worst. But but if there's a leak, if it's nailed, he's in there. Yeah, I mean, he's just a really good pick. You know, especially before Europe starts, he's just a really good pick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Defenders are done. That was quick.
Oh my God. Yeah,
it's
quick.
Been an hour.
All right. Forwards. We're going 6-5 to 8?
7-5.
No, 7-5. Okay. So this will not.
There's very, very few guys.
Yeah, this will not be long. This will no more than 45 minutes.
Let's just keep it going with the Arsenal guys. Gyak and Kai both 7-5. Is there anything there? Flat track goalie Gyak?
I'm just so not interested.
Captain Gyak, home Coventry?
Yeah, it's just no. Like I don't want to like they have such bad fixtures after one where it's just such a little like so much stress on game week 1, and then realistically, no matter say you have Gyak in your team, no matter what happens game week 1, you're looking at 2 and 3, and you're like, oh God, like this is I don't want to.
You're basically praying for a pen. You know, at that point, basically. even beyond 2-3, then it's at Sunderland, at Brighton. It's not like there's a banker waiting for you, over the hill. It's just like fuck.
Yeah, he's not nailed. I don't know. I mean, Kai, it's not good. It's just
this
not
is
good.
just
I don't
maybe a
be
pass,
here.
Honestly.
Yeah, I just don't want to be here.
There will be points where we're feeling really good about Gyak and he's playing well and he has. Fulham, Ipswich, Brentford, Hull in a row, and it's like, yeah, fine, it's now, but I don't think it's game week 1.
I agree. I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay.
I also just think that they're strictly worse when he plays instead of Kai. So I still always have that in the absolute front of my mind.
I don't necessarily agree, but that doesn't really matter. It only matters what Arteta thinks, and he likes Gyak. Ladro is such a good pick. I just can't. God. I haven't been convinced that he's not. I don't even know what.
Such a good pick.
He's such a good pick. I can't believe he's 7-5. He got 177 points.
Yeah,
and the team was shit. Absolute
shit. The whole year.
He started 31 games, got 177 points, and he's 7-5. Like I don't understand. He had 5 double-digit hauls. He had a breakout season by basically every metric possible. I mean,
they have an attacking manager. They have 1 game a week. Like,
go
he's
look
the
at
striker.
Schick's numbers. Go look at Boniface's numbers. Like, they get the striker the fucking ball, and they score a shit ton of goals. That's what they do.
He was 7-5 last year, and he doubled his output.
What sense does that mean?
I don't know.
He went 5-5. He's 5-5 in 24-25. He got 126 points, which is like okay. He goes up 2 million, gets 177 points. He laughs in the face of a 2 million price tag, and then they just keep it the same. I don't understand it. I don't understand the logic at all.
It's crazy. Will you be there game week 1?
I'm looking at a bullshit team, and he's in there. So maybe. Heavy maybe. Heavy on the maybe.
Hard maybe.
A hard maybe. I mean, he's just an incredible pick. He just is. There's no other way to put it.
Yep. Nothing much to say there.
And he's one of the few guys where I can very confidently say, like, I think they just mispriced him. I think they just made a mistake on Ladro.
Yep. Should have been A5.
Should have been A5.
A5 is a good price there.
Yep. Even eight, I would be like, all right, he's good, but he's not holy fuck, But 7.5 is crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. My biggest thing with him is, just at the game week 1 where you have, 2 aways, admittedly one's Fulham, which isn't that hard of a place to go and play. And then home Brighton, which is like not my favorite because
it's a derby for him. Don't forget that.
It's a derby, but like reasons why, like Chelsea still have a new manager that they're going to have to take time to get used to like the systems. And, they have a lot of people that aren't there still, like, so how quickly are they going to hit the ground running? I don't expect quick. I think it should take a little bit of time. And Brighton are going to be, after playing 3 competitive matches, probably just like, we need to get out of this game and cover up and not go get fucked, and probably make it like a dogfight. I would imagine that's their 4th game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
I just feel like those 3 games are tough.
You can interpret that in many ways, right? It's like Brighton on 2 days rest. It's like, yeah, I want my fucking Chelsea guys. Like you're telling me Chelsea are gonna have 70% possession in that game because Brighton are trying to cover up and be tired. It's like,
yeah,
I want Chelsea players then. If that's what you're pitching me.
I don't know what I'm pitching. I'm just talking, man.
We're podcasting. You're pitching and I'm catching. We're
podcasting.
and it's just, I don't know. He's the backup.
The thing with Lad. Yeah, well, he seems like he's going to go.
Endot and Welbs and I don't know what.
I think Welbs made a ton of. Endot, the writing's on the wall that he's going to leave. I mean, Welbs makes a ton of sense, and they're ex teammates, so they're probably current friends. So they have that going already together. But the thing with Ladro is like, as much as I look at those first 3 games, especially with at Arsenal, I'm just like, oh God, like if there's a player I don't own that braces game week 1 that I will want to destroy everything, it would be this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm scared of that.
Yeah.
I am very scared of
100%.
that.
He's an incredible pick.
Okay.
I think we can both agree to skip Ekitike and Marmouche. You on board with that?
I am. Sign me up.
There's Sesko at 7.
Yeah, it's just he's a bench player, right?
As a Sesko truther, I was not thrilled to see Mbumo bracing at the last friendly and playing striker. I'm like, Sesko's still probably just gonna play like 1,200 minutes off the bench or something. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like a good role for him and a good role for him in that team. So.
But Bumo doesn't have AFCON this year. Yeah. He's still in his prime. He's still better. He's just a better player.
Yeah.
There's every reason to just let Sesko play off the bench. Like you said, he's still really young.
My biggest issue with him whenever I've seen him is he just seems like he runs around like a headless chicken. Like he has no idea what he's supposed to be doing.
I can see that.
It's just like he looks just like disorganized chaos, and he's just like chasing the ball around like there's no teammates on the field or something. Like I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sadly,
all right, last guy.
The bubble burst with him, I think, as a pick for now. Last guy's Mateta. Hello.
Very tricky one for me. What are you seeing with Mateta? I mean,
he had a crazy bad year, out of really
injured
nowhere.
Injured all year.
Injured all year. 12 goals, way under his XG. Just bad finishing. The end of the season, maybe not even end. Like the second half of the season for Palace was just kind of like, we're in Europe and the league is stupid, and
went to Milan, failed a medical, came back.
Failed a medical. Strand Larsen's in. We gotta, I guess, play him some games. Like I don't know. Yeah. I still think it's possible to recreate that 23-24 season. You got 165 points in 2,200 minutes, or 24-25, 150 points in 2,600 minutes. I mean, that is still there, especially with pens. But I'm a little worried because it's a new manager, don't know how the team's going to play, yada, yada. And I'm a little worried about Trent Larsen. And I don't know what that's going to be. And also, he might be on a different team by the time it's game week 3. So, that's also a thing.
The lack of rumors. I mean, I haven't seen his name in anything makes me feel like we're just going to keep him and run the clock out, because I think we're appropriately assessing, getting 20 mil versus what happens when our team doesn't have Mateta and it's Strand Larson and literally no other striker is a huge issue.
This is Eddie and Ketia erasure.
He's erased. It's this for sure. So like my thing though with it is like, he's just never going to finish a game. He's going to play 60 to 70 minutes every game. And
fucking hate
Strand's going to play the last 30 every game. And that is really problematic.
It's really hard to be a good FPL pick if that's your scenario, where you're playing 2/3 of every game.
Yeah. We have Europe. Like, we are going to want to keep him somewhat fit. He's strictly better than Strand Larson. Like, there is everything. It's not like, oh, I'm worried about him losing his place or something. It's just like, there is someone competent. He's had chronic knee issues for over a year. Like, how we're not going to get fitter probably. So like, it's like the Mateta thing is like, he is just inextricably linked to Sarr being or not being a pick. Like, if Mateta is not available, Sarr is in BPITG scenario category of the game.
Yeah. For new listeners, that stands for best pick in the game, and I agree.
Yeah, but Mateta's a hard pass.
Well, it's also at Everton home city, makes it easy to just not even consider. That's his game week 1, game week 2. Maybe we'll reevaluate. Maybe they're playing well. Maybe he looks good. Maybe he isn't playing well, but he lasts 90. Honestly, if he plays 90-90, even if Palace scores 0 goals, I'm like, get him immediately. He's, everything's changed.
I know him and the manager speak the same language, but like, there's no way, dude. Like, there's just no way.
Yeah.
He can't, dude. He physically can't.
It's sad. Yeah. All right.
That's a pod.
That's the forwards. God, we have a fucking fireside. Then we have the budget pod. Then we have another fireside. Then we have a game.
What are we going to do?
Then we have an IRL pod.
We can't push a 3-hour 2:30 to 3-hour budget pod. What are we doing on that one? We can't go team by team, position by position. Should we just like talk about randomly just talk about budget guys and just go from there?
Yeah, maybe we just do it like, instead of like, here's every 4-5 and under defender in the game. Let's just talk about the guys we like and are considering and care about. Okay. And we can just be like, pass on, all these fucking guys. I don't think they're picks. Because like you said, like that would be a 10-parter if we talk about every single one of them. Yeah,
I feel like there are more, within the budget prices that we constrain for the episode, more than ever. I think maybe ever we've ever played.
Yeah.
So, okay, that sounds.
That's the only way to do it.
We'll both come with that, and we'll
come with our list.
It'll just be more like conversational, like a normal pod, than like the formulaic when we do these ones, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. Okay.
All right, that sounds good.
Let's get out of here.
All right,
what?
All right, brother.
Any last words?
See you tomorrow.
Check us out. And FMLPL.com/Patreon.com/reviews.